Hey everybody, what's happening? Captain Tommy Scoville here. You're on the lifeboat. It's me and Calhounis. Not sure what has gotten into the cat. Got a bit of an attitude problem. If you really want to know the truth, I'm not sure what Squirrel Nut Zipper's problem is. We adjusted the cat cam and everything, got all busy about it, and I'm not all that happy about it. Really not. Miss Dragon, I'd love to see you do a show. I'd like to check that out. I really would. I bet a lot of other people would too. Let's do a bit of a roll call, shall we? Hey, what's happening, Nico? I'm never going to get that right. Never going to get that right. But you're a squirrel. Love it. Hello. How are you? Pajama Pixie. Hope you're doing well. And from Mass. Good to see you. Gamer Jackie Rogue. Hope you're doing well. Tampa B. How are you, Tampa B? Love Tampa B. Live for now. Like it. I live for now. I live for now. I live for now. I love it. I live for now. I live for now. Let's see. Layla. You got me on my knee. Layla. If I could play the guitar. Love the guitar to that. Man, such a Goodfellas soundtrack too. Packer Girl, what's up? Iced Autumn, how you doing? Bacon Bits. Pause. The guy's got pause. Just Pauline. It's her year. Believe that. Jason P, man. Good to see you. Loved meeting Jason P and family. In fact, that picture I think was taken when we were there. Sandy Wendy, good to see you. Yeah, I went with Nico. Nico's safe. Nico, hi. Miss D, hi. Good to see you. Creepy. Glad you're here. Hey, Mary Jones, the inappropriate heifer. She said she broke up with me, but you knew she was coming back. You can't stay away. Hef, I get it. I really do. I get it. I didn't buy it anyway. I'll be honest. When you broke up with me, I didn't buy it. I figured you'd be back. Michael, good to see you. Louie. We gotta go now. Brandon Calloway, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Hey, Mo Love. Long time no love, Mo. Good to see you. Mile High Hokey. Glad you're here. Monica. How are you, Monica? You look fantastic, by the way. Davey, good to see you. Lumen, what's up? This arm hurts, man. This arm hurts. I'm not even playing. I've been working out. I am in pain. It's the day, not the day after, but the day after the day after. You know that routine, don't you, Calhouni? It's that after the first good break it off. It's not like you're hurting the next day. I mean, you do. But the following day, like 2 days after you really tear down the muscle groups, you're just in hell. It's awful. Twin, good to see you. Jennifer Folsom. Hey, Zelda. Zelda, didn't we meet somewhere? We got to stop meeting like this. Sandy Wendy, I'm pretty sure I met Zelda earlier. Demon, what's happening? Mischief Managed. Kelly B, what's up, convict? Sweet Liberty. Cheshire Cat. I have a Cheshire Cat. Check it out. Right there. Right there on the back of the arm. See him? Got the smile going. Spanky used to have the coolest Cheshire Cat in the world. Big stuffed one. You remember that, Calhoun? It came out of my Alice collection. It was not ever actually supposed to come out and be played with, but when I told him that, he got this look on his face, and I was like, yeah, okay, you can have it. Chris B, what's up? Reese is loving the title. Well, we'll talk about the title. Why did Reese say she didn't like my title? I doubt that. Sierra Terry, what's happening? Teresa Baldessari, good to see you. Yarn Prepper. Mary Jones is in the house. True story. Iced Autumn. We may have gotten everybody. I think that's it, people. No. Idaho Carol. Boy, I'm glad I kept going. Miss Dragon. It's called Thursday with an ADHD housewife. You know what, Calhoun? How are you going to miss that? Thursday with an ADHD housewife. I'm on that. I am absolutely on that. I'll tell you something. My chest hurts too. I took Johnny Scoville out because it's fun to hurt my brother. You know what I mean? So I've been taking Johnny Scoville out and breaking him off. And Johnny's a lot tougher than you think he is. Well, maybe not. I mean, you've all seen Johnny Scoville hurt himself. But, I mean, he's stronger than you think he is too. And Mo Love, it's good to have you back. E-Grids. Pajama Pixie, looking great in green. Dennis the Menace, what's happening? I know it's somebody's birthday. I'm trying to remember whose birthday it is, Calhoun. Do you remember? I know I'm missing a birthday. Suzanne, good to see you. Lacey, Robin, you're jumping over from Reese's. Is Reese still alive? That girl does big work. She must have been alive for 3 hours. I can't handle that, man. My brain doesn't. I can't track for that long. It must be nice to be 39. I can't do it. Honest to God, I can't. And Hummingbird, what's happening? Lisa White, how are you? Now that we have really frustrated all of the new people by hanging out and talking to you, then let's light this thing up. Miss Rose, Kimmy is blue. Kim's blue. What's happening, Kim? Tony's Hooter. Yeah, I said that right. It's Tony's Hooter. Tony's Hooter. Good to have you. Nothing like having a little Tony's Hooter in the house. A little Hooter in the house. Beverly. Meredith Lynn. Bedtime for you, but you wanted to say hi. Thank you for doing so. Miss Sunrise Dawn. We're hoping the kitty is still moving in the right direction. Directed in the right direction. And there's Cricket. What's happening, Cricket? Jay Kelly. Hey, Noelle. Oh, she's not happy with the title of this. I think you guys are being. Kestrel, what's happening? I assure you she does not have any. It does mean Hef is taking me back, though. I don't know if Hef's taking me back. I threw it out there. You know what I mean? It was a test balloon. You throw those up, you see what happens. You know what I'm saying. Valerie, hope the move is still too smooth. Too many push-ups over the weekend. Honestly, it's chin-ups is what it is. I have got, I can't do chin-ups. I haven't been able to do chin-ups in a really, really, really long time, right? I'm just too old for it. But Johnny's got this machine that's set up. Pajama Pixie, it's your birthday? And you have a special song request in? I don't know what the special song request is. I better find out. There's a special song request. Let me see something. I'm going to have to find out what that request is. Were you made aware of this, Calhoun? No? You know what, Mo Love? If I knew who did it, I would absolutely tell you. But I do not know who did that. They do it a lot. Your cat is named Tommy Girl. She's 15. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's one of those something dactyls. They're all related to the cat from. Reese sends a message. You better not be trying to pay attention. I have not talked about dating it. This is an actual show, people. This is a polydactyl. And they're all could be traced back to Ernest Hemingway, who brought the first one over. Oh, yeah. I'm right. Reese, if you're in the house, it is so good to have you. Always a pleasure to have you on the lifeboat. Reese, welcome aboard. This is a really important subject, people, that we're talking about tonight. I'm not being flippant at all. Hey, Kristen Melinda, what's happening? Good to see you. And in case Lisa from Jersey is here, hey, has anyone seen Lisa from Jersey? Calhounis, has there been a Lisa from Jersey sighting? Anybody? No? No? Do all my chairs squeak? I'm going to go with yes. I'm trying to think if there are any chairs in my house that don't squeak. Calhoun, any? No, he doesn't think there are any either. I'm pretty sure they all do. I'm going to have to bust out the WD-40. I think that's probably going to need to happen. This chair definitely does. So listen, here's the deal, people. This is actually a serious subject. No joke. Because people ask me this all the time. How long do I have to wait after getting sober before it's safe to start having a relationship with somebody? And my standard answer is this. How would I know? This has nothing to do with me. It's way, way over my pay grade. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not hooked up for stuff like that. Hey, Doc, it's way, way, way over my pay grade. And it's even if I was capable of answering that question, I wouldn't want to. Right? I wouldn't. It has nothing to do with me, none of my business. Now, I'll tell you what normal people say, right? Here's the normal, this is what normal folk will tell you. Wharton Fissel, good to see you. What's happening, man? Scrap Retro, good to see you. Yes, I am picking you up. Oh, yes. And when will you be picking me up? Can you be ready by 8:30? Get on it. Mischief Managed, thank you. The WD-40 fund. $2 should do it. That's the good news. They, done. Right? Well, it should at least fix this chair. I don't know if it'll fix all of them, but it absolutely. Lumen was going to do that too? Okay. All right. Just so you know, there's a lot of chairs in the house, so get busy. It's all good. Elizabeth, my thoughts and prayers are with you as well and with Hannah. So let's do this. All right. So no joke. Here's what the smart people say. They say never split, tens, never split face cards in blackjack. What they say is you're not supposed to get into a relationship, especially if the other person you're getting into a relationship with is also in recovery, right? Bad juju if you do it inside of 3 years. That's usually what's considered the standard. Give it about 3 years out. Green Acres is the place to be. 3 years. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know who the hell came up with that and why that's a number that means anything. It seems kind of arbitrary to me. I waited considerably longer than that. I think you wait until you find somebody that you really care about. And isn't the 13th rule or something? Yeah, no, Mo Love. It is actually very often called the 13th rule. Because if you think about this logically, what happens is farm living is the life for me. What happens is we use drugs. Missile, what's up? For a very long time, we numb the crap out of ourselves, right? So we may hang out with women, but we're not feeling like, man, not really into it. Because the only thing that you have a relationship with is that needle or that straw or that whatever, right? That's your wife, that's your lover, that's your friend, that's your everything. Your doctor, your psychiatrist, your God. It's everything, sadly. Idaho Carol, I am sorry. I really am. That sucks. Someone last night said, I just lost my loved one, and there are a lot of people here in the same boat. So I'm glad that you spoke up. It's hard, right? It really is. It's hard. But they don't know much more than anyone else, in my humble opinion. But I would be very, very careful. Step lightly, because you have kept your emotions drugged for a long time. So when you come out of that, right, all of a sudden you really want to love, right? When you have been drugged for a long time, when you come out of it, not only do you really want to love, you also really want to, well, you want to, Calhoun. 32 belly option on 2-on-2, halfway between the header and the hock. Anybody? You become amorous, right? You've probably been on hold for a really long time, and depending on what your drug of choice is, right? Now, it's different. Thank you, Rain Virus. Good, well played. Rain's got this. She understands. If your drug of choice happened to be methamphetamine, then you might have been doing that like Thumper, right? Like a rabbit the entire time. However, if your drug of choice was an opiate, you might not have done anything in a really long time. Not do taxes, Demon. Well played. Demon's been here a hot minute. Well played, Demon. Not doing my taxes. Not doing my taxes. You get it, right? Lonely, right? Yeah, maybe not amorous. You just your emotions have been off for so long that when you come out, you're like, hey, right? You're feeling a little anxious, We're average, everyday guy like myself. Thump that like button, says Sweet Liberty. I loved Thumper. Do you remember that little foot? Nicola, I did get it, and I will be responding shortly. I am behind a little bit on my mail on account of the fact that I went on this 1-day road trip that turned out to be about a week. Didn't work out very well. Well, no, it worked out beautifully, but you know what, Kenya? I'm not mad at you. I promise I'm not. Nothing to it. Very happy single. A lot of people are as well. And thank you, Brazy. I get it. Doing taxes sober is way different than doing taxes high. No question, Kristen. It's a different ballgame, to be sure. It is way, way, way better doing it sober. It really is. But it's a wake-up call because you're going to be doing something that, I don't know. I mean, for a cat like me, for the first 46 years that I was on planet Earth, I didn't get around to doing it very often sober. Just didn't work out that way because I didn't do anything sober in that time. Valerie, I get that. I think that's me too, Valerie. Sadly, I don't know. I guess what I should say is this: I believe in fidelity, and I believe in sticking around for the long haul. However, that has not worked out. Idaho Carol, you're not the first person to tell me that I waffed in and out of Sling Blade as well. Having taxes done is expensive. Yeah, sadly it can be. Yeah, sadly it can be. You know what? For some folks, I've not been great in relationships. I'm willing to admit that, but I used to be of the firm belief that I cheated on everybody, and when you cheat on everybody, they're going to leave you eventually, right? That's kind of how it works. But then I got into this different phase in life, and I don't do that. I don't cheat on people, and I haven't cheated on people in a really, really long time. Yet people just continue to walk out of my life. You know what? I respect that. I respect that. I respect that that. Hey, I'm a monogamist. It just doesn't feel right the other way. Didn't feel right the other way for me either. It's not my thing. Some people, California sober. I've never heard that term, but if I had to guess, I would say this. And this is a question from Mo Love. There are people that really want to get involved in other cats' sobriety, right? Or other kittens' sobriety or whatever. And yeah, so there you go. Calhoun says California sober is smoking weed. For some people, weed means you're not sober. And for some people, if your drug of choice was cocaine, right? If all you did, the only thing you've ever done and then had a problem with was blow, right? Rip, don't tease me, man. Seriously. Rip, don't tease me. If you're not playing, then because no, but I'm of the firm belief that you may be able to people. Hold on one second, can you, Calhoun? Can you pop up real quick on there, Calhounus? Sorry, everybody. You say hello for a second.
What's going on, everyone? My dad's popular. Yeah, California sober. Man, if this lighting is good for y'all, what I'm seeing is very different from what y'all are seeing because I just look like a big glowing spot. and I can't handle it. So that's much better. That's much better. Hey, everybody. Yeah, California sober is a term that I just was made privy to in the last year as well. I hadn't heard it before, but apparently everyone else knows that term. It's interesting. When I got sober the first time, I went to AA, and um, it was a very big deal, the whole weed thing. And it didn't occur to me until much later in my journey that a bunch of people that I had been getting sober with probably were smoking and like not saying anything, which at the time when I realized that, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Didn't really think a whole lot of it, but it's a very delicate subject. You can't really tell people, like, especially in a space like this where we're trying to have a safe space and all recover and whatnot, and get better together. It's hard to tell someone like, hey, it's okay to do this when what you're talking about is doing a substance. You know what I mean? Mind altering substance. It's not a conversation that I think that we can have like and still like be responsible. You know what I mean? Like it's really, I don't know. I try not to judge other people, and sobriety is no different. I try not to judge other people's sobriety. California sober means just smoking weed. It means you're sober, but you still smoke weed. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think it's not a big deal to me. I think it is a big deal to some people, and it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Some people shouldn't be smoking pot. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. Anyway, here's my dad. Dad, your mic isn't working. Maybe he's not ready yet. We do have a cat though, with a new angle. Now we can see her pout. Look at her pouting. She thought she was giving the camera the butt, but we moved the camera. Tough luck, kitty cat. I don't really have a whole lot to say. Sorry, y'all. It's been a weird day. Been working out extra hard. It's used to.
I'm guessing that's a no. Calhoun, could you hear what I was saying to you?
No, but I can now.
Okay, I'm. If you'd like to hang out, Calhoun, you can do that. But I got to get off this call, unfortunately.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, this is somebody that needs some assistance, and this is what I do.
All right, I'm probably not going to stay on long, but I'll go a little while.
Yeah, it's a bummer. I really needed this one. Have a good one. All right, Calhoun, I'll love you. All right, bye. Right.
Well, there's that. I wish he had briefed me on what he wanted to talk about with Who Wants to Date. Because I don't want to date. Because I don't want to date. Still figuring my stuff out. Yeah, everyone's recovery is so individual. And the statement, the two words put together, California sober, is such a not in like that's. Yeah, it's hard to. I get tongue tied sometimes when I'm trying to explain my mind. Yeah, I don't like that term either. I think that term has a negative connotation to it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, ask me whatever questions you want, Mo Love. Hopefully I do an all right job. Oh, how long after getting sober? Yeah. When you're vulnerable, which is what you are when you get sober, you're like extra vulnerable because you're what you've been feeding your soul with, for lack of a better explanation, for however long has been taken away from you. So now you're left with nothing. And I mean, it probably feels good. It definitely releases endorphins in your brain to, have some coitus. But it's also not a good idea because then you can't do the healing that you need to do. The work at hand is entirely jeopardized by engaging in relationships. In my opinion, I'm not a scientist or a doctor or a therapist or a licensed anything. But I think that especially like when we're talking about sobriety and we're talking about addictions, drug addictions, life-threatening things, I think that it's worth holding off on dating until you get a little foundation under you. Which, a second ago I said I don't want to date. And the reason is because I'm still building a foundation that I can be proud of, that I can be proud to stand on. You know what I mean? And in my analysis, that has been what I've been lacking in my relationships. Um, I feel like if I knew who I was and I knew what I was doing, then none of the issues that I have had would have been issues. And obviously that, I mean, you can't know that for sure, right? But I'm trying to build a little foundation. And if you're fresh sober, I would suggest that you focus more on the foundation that you're building for your life than who you're going to spend your life with. Nobody wants to hang out with you if you're living in a house that's fallen down. Metaphorically, your house being your life. If your life's falling apart, no one's going to want to spend their life with you. You know what I mean? So going through that thinking, I have a lot of work to do. My dad just texted me. I don't have anyone to cover for me, so I'm just gonna read and talk, I guess. All right. Well, looks like I'm also needed. I love you guys. We'll do this again soon. All right, I promise.